Okay, we're going live. It takes a while for YouTube to get everybody up, get this up and running and getting it out to people. So while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm going to be working on today. So I often come on here and draw, which is what I'm going to do today as well. Today I'm going to be using my Infinite Zoom program, and the focus is animals. And I titled the live drawing with spirit animals. And the reason that I said spirit animals is because of a story from this morning. I went out to take care of my horse like I usually do every morning, and he lives quite a few miles from where I live, so I have to get up before work, and sometimes I bicycle halfway there and drive the other half. And this morning, I was listening to the radio on the way there, and it looks like I'm still waiting for YouTube to get this up and running. Anyway, I was on the way to feed him out in the county, and I live in northern Washington State, western Washington State, up in Whatcom County. And the radio was playing, and there was a weather forecast, and they said to expect snow above a certain elevation, and it named all the passes, and I knew a lot of the passes across the mountains that I have traveled over the years, and to expect snow up there, which is great if you're driving. That's a good forecast to have. Anyway, I wasn't going anywhere near there, but it made me aware that, it's fall is well set in. It's pretty chilly. It's pretty rainy, cloudy here, and there's just quite a chill in the air. And in addition to that, there was a bit of a wind this morning. And so my horse, you can see my horse if you go to my videos. I did a drawing of my horse. And I paired it. I did a split screen, and I paired it with a video of him visiting with me while I was sitting in a lawn chair in his pasture. And my horse can be he can be quite friendly and mild and sweet. But this morning he ended up inspiring this whole idea of this live today, because that chill was in the air, the wind was up, and when he heard my car, he raised his head up, from the field, and looked over, and then he jumped into a full gallop across the pasture and whinnied like really loud. Usually I get this little thing from him. He'll saunter over and he'll go, and you can barely hear him. But this was like a full-on whinny and a full-on gallop across the pasture. I'm like, oh my gosh, he loves me. And honestly, he loves his breakfast. He loves me too in his own way, if horses can love humans. So anyway, his posture and his movement was amazing. He's half Arabian, half Frisian, and so he's a pretty big horse, and he's got like a lot of action. Like his feet come up really high when he runs, and he arches his neck. That's sort of the Arabian thing, and the high stepping is a bit of both the Frisian and the Arabian. And he's almost white now. He started out as a bay, went to dapple gray, and now he's getting older, and the neighbors are calling him the white horse. But he was like a super young, moving horse today, and he didn't stop. He was running back and forth in fact, the owner of the property came out, and she's like, "What's going on with Magnum?" I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. I said he gets like this when the weather changes. He gets pretty exuberant when the weather changes. In fact, often when I fell off from him from big movement was in the fall when it was pretty brisk and cold outside. It affects him. It affects his nature, and but his majesty, honestly, and beauty of movement today was extraordinary, and it inspired me to think about how animals can invoke such a reaction from us when we're just looking at them. And I got to thinking, yeah, I love animals, and I've always like part of my purpose with doing art. I do a lot of kids art. I've done a children's book, and I plan to do another children's book, and there's always animals involved, and it's, if you think about alphabet books, which is one of the things I'm working on, how many alphabet books have you seen in your lifetime that have animals in them? So what is it about animals that just draws us in? And I think like watching my horse today being so exuberant and so free and so full of energy, it's how I want to be, it's how I want to be inside. And I can watch him, and like I get choked up just even thinking about it. Just watching him is it like it just my insides connect, I just connect with it. And so that inspires me again to go back and draw animals and to include animals. So that's what started it. And then I started looking into, I am going to draw, I promise. I'm going to show you my infinite zoom drawing. But before we go there, because once I start drawing, I don't talk a whole lot. Oh, I've got somebody laughing and giving me a crown. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I think that we've heard the term animal, spirit animal. And I think that if you look at different cultures, you can find that it's more prevalent in some than others. I think in America, the indigenous Native Americans, there's some of the tribes, it's a very religious thing, which I'm not going there. That's not what this is about. I'm talking about it in a more universal way, like even from my own background, which is English, Irish, the British Isles and all that. There was the Celts and the Saxons, and if you look at armor and carvings and paintings and drawings, it's filled with animal symbolism, and there is definitely a connection to animals in lots and lots of cultures. And I like this word, or these two words from the Celt, which is anam cara, which is soul friend. And I think about Magnum, my horse, as my soul friend. And I think that when you have a dog or a cat, or you just maybe enjoy watching the birds out your windows, they're your soul friends. They touch a part of you that's not, you're not talking to them, you're not directing them. You might be, but you don't need to do that to connect with them. So I like that, and I think that that's why I just keep drawing animals. I just feel this super soul connection to them. And if you do, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I love to chat with people while I'm drawing. So I'm going to get things up and going here. And I will show you a few things I've been working on lately throughout this live. The main thing is working on the alphabet book that's animals, and I'm going to switch my camera right now. So you're going to look out my window first, and then I'm going to clumsily get it rearranged over my drawing. So just bear with me for a moment. There's my view. That's the arm of my camera holder. And then I'm going to, there's all my rings and my glass. Let's see what's going on here. Here we go. Got a lot of cords here. What's going on today? Okay, I have to loosen this up. So I can get it. Ah, there we go. Okay. I like rings lately. If you notice, I've got rings on my hand, and I have all of these rings, and there are a variety of like kind of cheap rings that I got at the grocery store, rings that I've gotten at craft fairs. Oops. This ring is one that I bought recently from an artist. I think I might have showed it last week. Can we get focused on that? It's hard to see. Sorry. It's got metal stars and moons and then a glass heart in the middle of it. Okay, so I think I'm set up here sorry for that really crazy change. I don't usually have that much trouble changing my camera. I'll move my rings out of the way and we will get to work. Ah, very funny. It's a condo. There's not much in here. Oh, yes. Very funny there. Okay, moving on here. Thanks for being patient with me. So here is the infinite zoom that I'm working on right now. There's another fashion one that I've been working on recently that I will also show you, and then I'll come back to this and start drawing. As you can see, animals kind of dominate this one. The other one that I'll show you before I start drawing is the fashion one, and animals do not dominate in that one. There's a very fun thing I started doing in that one that I will show you. I started adding people's names. We're almost out here. We're to B, and we are now out to A. So I will go over and show you that other infinite zoom drawing right here. This is the one that I've been doing in my live sessions a lot lately, and I've been including people's names in these. So this is in particular one. If you leave your name in my comments, I'll add it to this drawing. Happy to include people. So it's sort of a historical take on fashion across the continents, across the world. There's Ronaldo. And I just keep going with my images here, taking in lots of cultures, lots of eras through history, moving all across the globe, lots of different costuming and clothing styles that have been prevalent. Okay, so I'm going to go back out here and start drawing on, I'll go to my last painted. We're going to work on the eye animals today. We've got an impala here, an iguana, which I've just sort of sketched out, an ibis, which there's a scarlet ibis, so this one's going to be a red ibis. And then here, this is going to be an inchworm eventually. And then after that, we'll move into the J. And I was just thinking of a jackdaw, a jumping spider, jaguar, jackal, jellyfish, jackrabbit. Those are my ideas. I'm not sure what I'm going to draw yet. So this is the focus for today. So I will get started. I appreciate Oh, James, hi. Ronaldo, yes. That was someone who watched. Um, and hi, Humilde Norobi. I'm not even sure if I said that. Hi, James. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I'm going to have to think about what layer I'm on. So my gray iguana lines are on this layer 6. So I want to be, I actually need to be below those to put my color on, but I need to be above this line. So I'm going to have to go right on layer 5, I think. Oh, James, thank you for subscribing. Oh my gosh, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. I am a very small content creator. I just started this last year and I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. I was on my way to 3,000 watch hours, but I had a video last year at the beginning of the year that was one of these live videos, and I just had tons of people come in. YouTube just they just favored me that day. I was brand new, and I ended up getting just like almost 2,000 watch hours from one video, which is shocking, for a beginner. But then it just pretty much disappeared after that. Like I got normal watch hours for the rest of the time on all the things I was doing. Never to get that really huge amount again. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I'm on the wrong layer. Pay attention, Maggie. Let me get down to this layer. I have to be above the green, but below, above the yellow, but below the gray. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what JANOLE means. Channel? Oh, my channel. You've been trying to find me. Well, I'm glad you subbed, so you should be able to find me from now on. Hi. Thanks for saying hi. You, Sina. Hi, Sina. Okay, we're off to a good start here. James, I'm not sure what that means. So I'm just going to block in. Thank you for the likes and the loves. I appreciate that very much. I'm just going to block in sort of all green behind this guy. And then I'm going to add details and colors on top of it, but we'll just get the green on here. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. I love my subscribers. I love people coming on here and interacting. I think that if you're going to be on your device, if you can actually interact with human beings in a live setting, I just think it's a lot healthier. I mean, I just really do. I think, it's that human to human interaction. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. So let's see here. Hit the eraser right there. So what part of the world are you all from? I can see my comments out of the corner of my eye. My eyes are generally looking at this, and you all are up here, way up here on my phone, and your comments are coming up in the very bottom corner of my phone, and I can just catch them out of the corner of my eye. Sometimes when I get focused on my drawing, though, I don't notice them. But when I ask a question, I try and be very, the USA, yes, I see. So me too. Amazon. I don't know what you mean by that. The Amazon is not in the USA. Did you mean Arizona? Did you mean where's Amazon headquarters? Were they in Seattle for a while? You work for Amazon? Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, Amazon is in all of our lives, isn't it? Do you like working for them? Don't say anything incriminating, of course. Just curious. YouTube. You work for YouTube? Wow. Can you tell them to put my videos out there more? Ask them to share my videos more. They are sharing some of, it's kind of interesting. I have some older videos, they're in the last year, that keep getting views. And so I think with how-to channels, you just build up momentum over a long period of time. So like how to draw an axolotl gets a lot of attention over a long period of time. You're a kid. Ah, okay. Well, that fits with my viewers. My viewers tend to be young, even though I'm not. My viewers tend to be teenagers, 20s, 30s, in there. That's what YouTube's telling me anyway. And I think kids like my infinite zoom drawings the most. And anybody can learn to do it. It's a really simple program to learn how to use. You see all of the tools here on this side right there, and then there's a couple tools up here. You learn those tools, you got the whole program. It's really quite easy. Riley, do you want me to add Riley to the name Riley to one of my drawings? Okay, let me go do that. This one might end up being a book, so I'm being careful about it. Let me go here. Riley, I'm going to add you to, is Riley your girlfriend? Ah. Well, let's see. We've already added somebody there. Let's add Riley to this earring right here. Let me get on the right layer. I want to be on this middle layer, and I'm going to grab this dark color, and we will make it very beautiful. And I like to do a little heart on the top of the eye. Well, you're going to have to bring Riley back over here to see this. Crochet Craze. Hi, how are you? Oops, did I forget an E? Riley. I did. I forgot an E. Let me fix that. So James, Riley is going to be, she is in the drawing part. Let me show you where she is as soon as I finish this Y. You can come back here. We're at minute 26. We're at minute 26. That's got to be a little bit thicker. Let me do that again. Maybe go to this one. There we go. And we're in the Mexican Madonna part of the drawing. So let me show you that. She's on the earring. We're at minute 26 of the live stream. And here's the rest of that drawing. Well, wow, Riley. Hi, Riley. You're 7. Wow. You're young, James. You're one of my youngest viewers. And so here we are out to the beginning of that drawing. Awesome. Hi, Crochet, you're 15. Carson is 13. Oh, but I'm a god at Roblox. Is that a video game? Y'all are babies. I'm not a baby. I'm way, way older. Way older. But when it comes to art and drawing, it doesn't matter what age you are, right? Everybody can enjoy drawing. Let me go back to the drawing I was working on. We'll get back to doing some drawing on the drawing. Yep. So who on here likes to do some sort of art or drawing? Well, obviously somebody who crochets is into the crafts, the arts and crafts. How about music? What do we got out there? Yes, I knew you were going to say you like to crochet. James is an artist. Yes, I'm not surprised. Let's see, we're going to add a white color here. Oh, you have a shop. Wow, and you're only 15? And you have a shop? Is it like an Etsy shop? But it's not online yet. Well, but you've got it built. You're building it. Good for you. So Crochet, if you sub, then when I get off from here and I'm not doing my drawing, I can sub your channel. And I can keep an eye on you then. A local shop. Oh. Where is it, in like a storefront, or is it like in your garage or at school? Oh, okay. That's super cool. Oh, so they just told me, hi, thanks for getting in touch. I want to read that email. So one of my programs, every time that I'm working on live stream, I know that they put me on the vertical feed for live stream, not the horizontal feed. And the reason they do that is because I stream from my phone, and so YouTube recognizes that, and they automatically put me on the vertical formatted feed. And one of my programs, I have to do horizontal, and I'm always having to turn my iPad like that. So I just emailed them today, and they've already gotten back to me. I'm like, how do I get it so I don't have to turn my iPad? Okay, I got to catch up on these comments. Local to shop, at school. I've already had five. I've already had 5 sales. It's not much. Oh, I know. I'm glad. I agree. It just, you got to start somewhere. And I'm like, I only have 1,005 subscribers on here, and I've been working at this for a year, and I'm so grateful for every single one. James, I have a real labao. I'm not sure what that is, James. Yeah, you got to start somewhere. That's right. That's all there really is to it. So let's start making this guy pretty. And I think the way we're gonna make him pretty is by adding some colors. I'm loving this lively conversation. So we've got a crochet person. We've got have an artist in the crowd. Bro, last time I updated my channel bio was when I was 10. Okay. So I'll ask the question again when I see more people join on here. I'm going to give this guy, I'm going to give him not crazy eyes, but colorful eyes. There we go. That's a nice colorful eye. Yeah. I do many types of art: crocheting, sewing, drawing, mask making, etc. Oh, you are, I think you said your name was what? Crochet Crazy. I don't know if you said your name, but Crochet Crazy. You are a person after my own heart. I'm with you. So in my lifetime, I know how to sew clothing. I learned how to knit. I quilt. I sculpt. I sculpted snow for a while in Alaska, and became the national. Well, no, I never made national champ. I made state champ for. I'm going to go to a different color here. So the disc, I want to go over here. Yeah, quilting it's the bomb, isn't it? I love quilting. So there used to be a competition, and I think there still might be, called Quilt National. Have you ever looked that up? If you haven't, look up Quilt National. I'm going to take a moment here. I'm going to grab a book. I think I have a book right here. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to find it quickly. Okay, coming back. I can't find the book. They do a book every year, and they basically put all the quilts that are in the show in the book, and you can buy the book, which is helps them make money, obviously. But also, I was in the book one year. I got an honorable mention. So I'm going to go back and forth between these two colors here. I'm going to pull out and see. Okay, James. See ya. Sorry, was that me you don't understand? Quilt National. There's a show. Let me just look it up here. Let me just show you. Oh, you don't understand, James. Well, I know. I think James is young, and I think he makes spelling errors or something, or he's using voice to text, and it's not getting his quilt space national. So Quilt National, if I go to all here, every year they have a quilting competition, and it's at the Dairy Barn Arts Center in like Ohio or someplace like that. And exhibitions. Let's look here. Current and upcoming. So some of these quilts are pretty amazing. This one's for you, Crochet Craze. Yeah, isn't that neat? I really want to show you the book that I'm in and show you my quilt. They bought my quilt, so I can't show you the actual quilt. I have to show you the book because I bought the book. I don't know if they have past exhibits in here. Let's see, exhibitions, current and upcoming, touring, education, rental, support, touring, about touring exhibitions. Collection A, collection B. I don't see my name in there. Collection C. European patchwork. Yeah, I can't show it to you, darn. But these are beautiful quilts. All right, so let's get back to drawing here. An iguana, wouldn't that make a cool quilt? Would love to see that. Elise, nice to meet you. I feel like I've got to go a little more green with this. Here we go. Yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of shine here and there. You just learned how to make a stuffed animal crocheted, and I'm so excited. Yeah, awesome. I know we get excited about our arts, don't we? I got to clean up some of this gray. It's making me a little crazy. Well, that's great. I'm so glad that you are pursuing what you love. Oh, yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you're crocheting then. We gotta, you have to build your skills over time for these things. I've been drawing my whole life, and I'm afraid to tell you how old I am. I'm not actually. I'm 64. I'm really old. Hi there, K-pop demon hunters. You hunt demons, huh? I'm glad somebody gets rid of the demons out there. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Let me get to the right layer down here. So, what's going on out there today on Sunday? Is everybody just sort of relaxing, taking a little bit of time off after a busy week, or refreshing before they have to go back to school and work on Monday? Oh, a Netflix movie. Thank you. Demon Hunters. I've never seen that one. I have Netflix. It's probably not coming up on my feed because I don't watch Demon Hunter movies. I used to watch a lot with my daughter when she was a teenager. We watched like Betsy or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there was some witches that we watched. Oh, is it so overrated? Well, I bet that K-pop Demon Hunters doesn't feel that way. Yeah, were the loves for like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then there was these witches too that we used to watch. I don't remember. Yeah, right. They don't, but you do. I don't remember the name of the three witches. There was three witches that we used to watch. Charmed. These are old things that I'm talking about. Okay, I see. So it is good, but not that good. That's what you're saying is like it's a bit overrated. Got it. I'm going to go down with the screen here and create some shadow. Yes, yes, right. Well, it's all about publicity sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't have a whole lot to do with how good things really are, it's how well they're publicized. And so then it's assumed they're good because you're seeing it everywhere. Now, I'm not dissing anything because I haven't seen this show, and everybody has their own opinion about it. And obviously, some people think it's really good, and that's fine. Yes. Don't worry. Come on back whenever you're can. That's the thing about Face or YouTube lives is people come and go. It's okay. Just come on back. Just don't forget to find me later. I'll be here for a while because I have a lot of details to put on this iguana that I'm going to share with everybody as I go. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really love all the interaction these days. It makes my heart happy. And what I mean by that is the people on here on YouTube Live talking with me is just so lovely. I really enjoy it. Stumpy! Hi! Glad you're back. We're working on, I switched to the alphabet book today. I was just showing people that other drawing, the one where I put your name in it. I don't remember where I think you remember where you were. I don't, but I know you can tell me where you were in the drawing. Can almost see Stumpy. Were you in the vase, the Egyptian vase? Yeah, it's an iguana. And it's inside the alphabet book that I'm working on. Here we go. The orange cat's cheek. Okay, got it. Yeah, so we've got a couple viewers on here, not too many right now. I'm going to go all the way out here, and when I see the number go up on the viewers, we'll hop over to that drawing and I'll show everybody where I put Stumpy's name. I want to wait for a few more people to show up. We're moving out here. We're out to sea. If I turn this into a book, would you buy this and read it to your little friends who are learning their alphabet? Does this seem like a fun book to learn the alphabet with? Oh, yay. Yay, good. Well, I will definitely come on here on live and promote it when Stumpy would buy it, Crochet Craze would buy it. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely will be promoting my books when I publish on YouTube. I need a literary agent. So if you know of a literary agent, like if you have a parent, an aunt, an uncle that is a literary agent for children's books, send them to my channel. Tell them I need a literary agent. I need someone to represent me so that I can just keep drawing. I don't want to have to do all of the... I have made it all, let's see. Well, I'll just show you. I'm going to go all the way in to where I am working. I've only made it to F. I always forget where to go in on this one. Finished H, and I added a hedgehog. I don't know if I did that while people were watching. I think I did that one on my own. The humpback whale I drew while people were watching. I'm on I, and I've just sort of got my ideas for J. I don't have anything drawn other than where it is, and I've got a list of J animals. So I'm on I right now, which is why I'm working on an iguana. Oh, Stumpy, you had a cousin born last Friday. Wow, that's exciting. Congratulations. Can you write my name on it? Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, I'll go over there right now. We'll look at Stumpy's name, and I will add your name. And you said it was. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. You said my name is Elise, I think, but I want to make sure I get the spelling right. Elise, Elise. Elise. Okay. So let's go over to that drawing here. Okay, Elise, I'm going to take you through the drawing, and I'm going to name the periods. And when you see a drawing or hear a period that you want to be in, period across history is what I mean, or a culture, you let me know. Okay, so this is the Neolithic period. This is the Iron Age, the Bronze Age, the Minoan culture. I think James said he had a girlfriend named Riley. Yes. Yeah, he's 7. Well, I had my first boyfriend when I was in kindergarten on the bus. So, you know, it's all relative. Um, so this is the Egyptian age, which isn't that colorful. And you can see this is like there's Zoe. I put Zoe on the Egyptian age. And then the cat's cheek. I don't think it was this cat. It was a different cat that Stumpy's on. There's Ronaldo. Here we go. Wait a minute, Stumpy, you're not there. You must have been on the last one. The Bronze Age? Okay. I'll go out to the Bronze Age. Stumpy, I'm like upset here because I'm like, what, where is Stumpy? Stumpy, there you are. Whew, in the whiskers. You're in the whiskers. Okay, I'm going out to the Bronze Age. I thought I'd lost it, Stumpy. Couldn't figure it out. Here's the Bronze Age. Now, this is the Minoan culture, and I'm just going to tell you that this is family friendly. But in the Minoan culture, if you look up art from the Minoan culture, the women would have these really beautiful colored, layered skirts, but they were bare-breasted. But I didn't draw it that way because I wanted to stay family friendly. Now, I put Anderson's name up there in the hairband. We could put you in one of these. Let me just look around. She's also got some rings on. We could put you in one of the rings. We put some folks on the sandals. Elise, let me see. Elise, I think you really need to be here, featured on this ring. Yeah, we found it, the orange one. Yeah, that's cool, but kind of weird. Yeah, well, it is when you go by today's standards. It's definitely weird, but it's practical in a lot of ways. If you were, you know, raising kids, it's breastfeeding and all that is kind of natural. Sorry, don't mean to creep anybody out. It's a very natural thing, and clothing gets in the way. So Elise, we're going to add you right here, and we'll make it obvious by having a nice bright color. And then I like to do a little heart for the dot. Yeah. Let me get in a little closer so it doesn't go so big. There you go, Elise. You are in the Bronze Age on the ring. So you'll have to remember that. And we're at minute 53 of this live stream if you ever want to find it again. Okay, I'm going to go back on over to the other. Make sure I didn't miss any comments here. Yes, I did not. We'll get back to working on the iguana. You're welcome very much. You're very welcome. Thank you for participating. It makes it worth it coming on here. I like kind of my quiet Sunday afternoons. I love to come on YouTube. But if you all weren't on here, it would not be any fun. And I've had those, especially when I first started out, where hardly anybody would come on. And you're just sort of drawing to 0 viewers. It's kind of sad. Those are too big. Go smaller. Oh, good for you. I don't have Monday off, but I don't have to start early. I don't have an appointment, I think, until 11 o'clock. So I can sleep in a little bit, or at least not rush. I have to go out and feed my horse in the morning, so I don't get to sleep in. He gets really hungry if I don't show up fairly early. But I like to lollygag around and not rush and have to work right away. You too. I think it's like the Sailor Guy's Day. So how are you doing today, tonight? How am I? You talking to me? How am I doing? I'm doing great. Columbus. Oh, Columbus Day. Is it Columbus Day tomorrow? I kind of like how this guy's looking. I'm going to add a different color dot, though, here and there. Let's see here. I like there to be a little variation. But I think I'm going to go more yellow. Yeah, there we go. That shows up. I don't know. Let's look. When is Columbus Day? Monday, October 13th. So that you were right. It's nice to stumble upon a good creator live, like you on a Sunday night. Thank you. Oh, that's great. Thank you. I know I've scrolled through YouTube lives, and I do really love it when I find somebody who's it helps if I speak their language. I think it's wonderful to see people from all over the world on here. But when it's somebody like doing their laundry with the camera going, it's like it doesn't work for me unless I can speak their language and understand what they're saying. For people in their area, it's more fun than it is for me. But a lot of times you see people and there's not necessarily any artistic stuff going on, and they're just sort of on there to get watch hours. You can kind of tell. They've got the camera on and they're sleeping, It's just sort of kind of a really weird use of the medium to me. I just feel like it's, to each his own. I'm not going to judge. But yeah, it is nice to come across somebody who's actually doing something that is requires a little bit of effort. I'm going to go lighter on there. I might take this. I don't think I like this now that I've done that. Do I like that? No. No, I don't. I think what I need is darker. I'm going to go here and go darker and go with a medium line. I could just draw forever on these things, you know? Most of the YouTube lives are like the AI generated, find 3 differences, or sleep streams, which I find weird. Like, why would you want to watch someone sleep? I agree. I agree. Yeah, I know, and YouTube doesn't like. So here I am. I'm doing sort of actually interactive things, and I'm talking with people, and I'm producing something kind of pretty, and I usually teach a little bit along the way if people have questions about how to use the app. And it seems like YouTube would favor that and would like show that even more than like, why don't they filter out the sleep streams and show stuff like what I'm doing? But as it is, I mean, they do show it. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be able to find me. But I know they can show it more. And the reason I know that is because I've had it happen. I had it happen last year, and I got like a whole bunch of watch hours from one live stream. And I've never had as many since then as that one live stream. And it's like, well, how did that happen? Oh, yeah, people who are just begging for money. Yeah, crazy, huh? And so, like, I can't, and so I've had people come on here and say, hey, where's your donate button? I want to give you some money because they like what I'm doing. And I'm like, I have to get 3,000 watch hours in order to get a donate button. Like, you couldn't even donate to my cause if you wanted to, because YouTube won't give me they won't give me a donate button until I hit 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, I don't really like it either, but also, you never know what people have gone through. Some people have gone through horrible times and they end up poor. You can't blame people like if they've just gone through a bad time. But I do get it. It's like, really, you're going to come onto YouTube and beg for money? Same thing on all the social media. There's Facebook, TikTok, all of them. There's people on there that are just like doing fund drives all the time for money. How does that look? It looks good. I like that. Donators. Some will put a PayPal name or link to get donors. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a big deal for me to make 1,000 subs. Okay, I feel like I might grab that and do a little bit of highlight. Wait, what? Stumpy, what? I made 1,000 subs. Is that what you're asking? 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. Yeah, I just made that last week. Thank you. I know, I was super excited. Doesn't really change anything though. It's the watch hours that change things for you. You got to get like 3,000 and you can get a donate button. 4,000 and they'll actually pay you some money on the ad revenue. And at one point I was up to almost 3,000. I was like within 60 hours of 3,000. But they count it on a calendar year. And so the calendar's always moving. So if you have a high video here at the beginning, 350 days ago, and your calendar moves past it, all of a sudden your watch hours drop. That's what I ran into. Have you ever seen that guy? His channel's name is Clown TV, and he begs for donations to do challenges. And then he whines about it after getting money. Oh my God. That sounds not fun. I have seen a guy who it might be on TikTok. I don't know if it's TikTok or YouTube. He does performances. He's got like a top hat on and stuff. Is that who you're talking about? He's kind of crazy. But he can sing. Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, man, baby. Yeah, that might be the same person. Yeah, I thought that was, I mean, I'm like, well, at least he's performing for the money. He's giving some value for what you're giving him. And I'm not sure, like, I was not inclined to give the guy any money, though. I find it kind of amazing when people do want to give money. Oh, I saw the toilet seat guy. Oh, yeah. I just thought that was disgusting. Yeah, I agree. I thought that was pretty disgusting. So I think what I need to do is go up here to I feel like I need the gray going throughout there. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm not going to outline all of those dots, but I'm going to add gray dots. Yeah, that's what I need. I got some love buttons for that. Thank you. They needed some balance. I love all those love buttons. Thank you. Uh, maybe we'll get YouTube to notice with all those love buttons. Thank you. You're so kind. Okay, so y'all, let's see. So we've got one person here who's 15. So you're just basically still in school, not in college yet, just making your way. We had a 7-year-old here who's gone now. I think he's moved on. And then Stumpy, I don't know how old you are. You don't have to share how old you are. But I'm curious, like, are you in a job? Are you in school? High school. Crochet, you're in high school. You'll be right back. Okay. See you later. See you later. Ooh, I love that. I love the dots. The gray dots. That was it, man. Stumpy, you're almost 13. Okay. Are you thinking about going to college someday? Or is that like something you don't like thinking about? I didn't really think about it when I was your age. A little bit. I wanted to be a vet, but I never did actually do that. I just did make myself, I was around horses and dogs a lot. Oh, engineering. I know so many engineers because of my day job. So during the day, I work for a design build firm. And so I know a lot of structural engineers and civil engineers. And then I know a couple electrical engineers. Are you thinking it like a computer science engineer type, or are you thinking, yeah, there's a lot of work in engineering, all different kinds of engineering. Wow, I'm really liking how that guy looks. Okay. Something to do with engaging, but I think yeah, engineering. Yeah, well, basically, if you're the way what I've learned is like if you're a structural engineer, you're helping put the bones inside the buildings. Like the architect might design the beautiful shape of the building, the mass, how big the openings are, and all that. But in order to make it structurally sound and not fall over, a structural engineer comes in and they put all the bones inside. And then a civil engineer, they kind of sculpt the earth. They kind of they figure out how to move dirt around, how to move water through the earth, because a lot of times we have to do that when we do buildings. We have to figure out how to move water around. And, civil engineers have a lot to do with like bridges and highways and Sparkles the Spooky. Hi. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you coming around and looking at my art. I just did a new, I was going to show you before I leave today. I just did a new, sorry, drawing and talking at the same time is problematic sometimes. A new short, and it's, I could actually just go there right now. Let me show you all. So here, Sparkles, I think you just joined. This is my alphabet book. Oh, I've got let me find out where that gold dot is. I want to get rid of that. I'm working on an infinite zoom alphabet book right at the moment, and that's kind of what the spirit animal thing is about. But I also just finished a short, and I'm going to show you the short. I'm going to show you where my original drawings for the short after we zoom out of this drawing. Yeah, this is an infinite zoom. Thank you for the wow and the hearts. Appreciate it. This is my alphabet book, which I haven't published yet. I will be publishing it someday when I finally finish it. So we got to get all the way out to A, and then I could just hit quit. Oh, thank you. So kind. Thank you so much. Somebody commented on one of my other drawings. Oh, hi, Elise. Elise is back. Crochet craze. Okay, Sparkles, we are going to show you. I was talking to Sparkles and promising we're all the way out here. I'm going to show you my latest short, and then I'm going to show you some background on it. Hi. So I think, I don't know, I've got like comments coming on my YouTube here and then comments coming on my YouTube here. So I think I'm not sure everybody's on my live stream. Some people are just commenting on my channel right now. So let me show you on my channel the new short that I did. Go to mine, and then I'm going to hit X there, my channel. And I got a lot of likes on this short. It's right here. I got 1.8 thousand views, which is, pretty good, right? But when I met you right away, I knew you would never, ever, ever hurt me. So the way that I made that was with Adobe Fresco. I'll just show you a couple of the original. I had a couple original drawings. I will check the comments on that video. You think that's where because I had so many views on it, maybe that's where the comments are coming from. So here I have just a little bit of animation on this one. So I'm going to hit play all, and you're going to see him smile, and you see the cat's eyes close. So that's all the animation I did on that one. And then let me go back here. There's one here that's got a little bit more animation. It's this one. And then I'm showing you specifically, oh, somebody else is commenting, thanks. So I'm showing you this specifically so I can show you what I did as animation. I closed that cat's eyes. I made the tail wag, right? And then I did one more drawing for this one, and that's the original drawing where he's behind the cat's in the cage. And all the cat does in here is he blinks. So that's what I did for animation. And then I took those 3 little videos, I put them into one long video, and then I added the music to it. And that's what I showed you at the very beginning. But here, watch what happens when we go on Midjourney. Have you heard of Midjourney? It's an AI art program. Oh, hopefully it'll log me in. Uh-oh. Continue with Google. Oh, I might be able to show you. Oh, wait. I don't know if it's gonna log me in or not. Okay, here we go. So I can show you. So what I did was I put in the first and the last, and then Midjourney makes an animation for you. So that's kind of cool, right? Like, I didn't draw that. I drew the original, like the keyframes, and then Midjourney just made it into this whole other thing. Hi, Grace. We're just looking at the difference between my animation and AI's animation of my drawing. So then look at that. Like, that's a lot. This is AI taking my drawings and animating them. I mean, there's some weirdness there with the hands. If you watch, his hand goes through the other guy's hand. So that's a typical AI mistake. But it's kind of amazing what AI can do. So I don't know. I just found that. Let me look at this one. I'm kind of impressed with it, but I also don't want to use it. I'm like, it's not me. It's not my work. Yeah, nothing tops a true artist. Thank you. I agree. I mean, that one's pretty cool. So what I do use AI for is inspiration. I do get ideas from AI. and I put in conversations, or in this case I put in my own drawings. And just in case somebody joined us and they didn't understand what I had drawn, I was going to check the comments on this video too. I got 43 likes on that, which is kind of a big deal. And oh, hi, hi, Stumpy's on here. Great. Okay, super. Thank you. I will answer all those comments in a bit. So, this was the original video that I did. So that's not AI. That's me. But that is kind of interesting how AI can take your imagery and really turn it into moving stuff, moving animations. So I'm going to get back to my drawing here, last painted. Here we are working on the iguana. Yeah. So James is back. Hi, James. So glad you all can join me today. Really enjoying the company. Oh, did you get it plugged in? Thank you. Thank you so much. Trying to build up my watch hours. So if you want to learn how to do anything, look through my channel. I've got a lot of lessons in there. In both Infinite Zoom and Adobe Fresco. And I thank you for all the little love. I see all the little loves flying up the sign. Yes, James is back. I saw that. James is our youngest viewer today. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I got to add some gray up front too. Oh, Elise is asking James, do you have a girlfriend? Because I got some tips for you if you do. Yes. Here's my tips, James. Always be kind and respectful. Rizzy Elise. I'm really liking this guy's face. Ooh, I like that. There's a, what did you just add? Like a red hand. Hello, artful. Okay, we're going to keep going on this. I think we need to add some claws on this guy, and I have to figure out what layer to do that on. I think I'm going to have to go all the way up to the top layer. I'm going to draw a gray. I'm going to draw a gray claws, and then I'll lighten them. Girls love it when you say their name, like inside of saying just, hey, say, hey, Riley. Oh, yeah, what is that about hearing your own name? I think boys like that too. I think everybody likes that. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been on here drawing a while, Stumpy. Sparkles the spooky. Why? Is that what you're trying to say? Retracted. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to draw the claws. And I'm going to let you all give James some advice on girls. I love this. The comments are going crazy. Serotonin boosting when you hear your name. Oh, wow. Interessante. This claw is way too small compared to the other one. Wow, I'm going to remember that. That's a good tip. The app is Zoom Art, and I always show people the logo because it's kind of hard to find because there's a few different Zoom programs out there. But this one has a really good, let me go here. Okay, here's what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is zoom in on the logo, which is right there. So you see this squiggly logo right there? That is Zoom Art. What hurts your brain? The Zoom Art? You're welcome. Stop using big words. What word did I use? I don't know what word I used. Serotonin. Serotonin is a chemical in your brain that makes you feel good. It's a feel good chemical in your brain. Good advice for having a girlfriend involves focusing on genuine connection through active listening, showing respect, and being supportive. To build a strong foundation, cultivate your own interests. Wow, that's great advice. Crochet craze, and you're only 15 or 14 or something like that? Dang, you're an old soul. Good advice. Listen to Elise Crochet Craze. Oops. Yes, yes, absolutely. Listen to crochet craze. Yeah, being a good listener, caring about the other person, not overwhelming them or smothering them. And the way you do that is you build your own life at the same time. But then you offer to include them. You invite them to do fun things with you. But if they can't, you have someone else you can do it with, or you're happy to do it on your own. That's kind of how I look at it. Um, show sincere interest by asking thoughtful questions and actively listening to her responses without just waiting for your turn to talk. Oh, yeah. You know, this is not only good advice for relationships, it's for boyfriend girlfriend stuff, it's for any relationship. It could be, anybody, it could be your teacher. Don't listen to what they're saying. No, don't just think about what you want to say. It could be your boss. It could be if the person you're trying to sell your crochet to. It is good advice though for relationships for sure. Okay, now we're going to highlight these nails. That nail is still not as big as the rest. Okay, what color nails should we give this guy? I like to do things that are a little bit out of the norm. I think we're going to go a little bit purpley on these nails. Let's see if it shows up. I don't know if I like that. Let me just go away and look at it. No. I think I need a nice bright yellow. Let's go with a yellow nail. Yeah, that's another really, really, really good one. People tend to want to solve other. I'm actually guilty of that, and I should know better, right? But I'm a problem solver, which anybody who ends up in the arts or in like somebody said they wanted to be an engineer earlier. I think it was Stumpy. Anybody, basically, when you end up in a job where you have to solve some sort of a puzzle, like doing a drawing, I have to solve this puzzle. Building a building, I have to help solve the structural and the floor plan. Anytime you're in a job where you're solving a problem, you're improving that skill all the time. Like you do it for a living, and you're like, the better you are at solving the problem, the the more money you'll make, the more jobs you'll get. Like it's really, really good if you can solve problems. But when it comes to relationships, when somebody's telling you they have a problem and you jump in there and you start solving their problem, they want to solve their own problem. And all they're really trying to do is just get somebody to listen to them. They don't want you solving their problem. They don't want somebody telling them what to do. So you're absolutely right on that one. Relationships are different than jobs. In jobs, it's really, really good to solve problems. Yes, go to bed. See ya. I'm probably only going to be on here for another 20 minutes or so. I'm kind of wearing out a little bit myself. I don't know. Sometimes I get a second wind. Oops. Come on. We need a bigger. Sometimes they just want to get out to vent. So, one thing you can do is not vent too. Sometimes it's not the time to talk, it's just time to listen. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. You're wise, Elise. Yeah, I like the yellow nails, they show up. Random oddities. Oh, I remember your channel name. You've been by before. Hi. Tonight I am drawing. I'm back working on the alphabet book, and we're the first part of this was talking about spirit animals, and that led into me showing my alphabet book and working on it. So I've got a chameleon tonight that I'm drawing. I'm sorry, not a chameleon, an iguana that I'm drawing for the letter I, along with an impala. And then I'm also going to do a scarlet ibis and an inchworm down here. I just really got into the details on the impala, or I'm sorry, the iguana. So that iguana is going to show up. I'm going to do, when I finish this, I'm going to photograph this image, and it's going to end up in as a cover maybe for my next live. Oh, okay. Crochet's got some definite advice for James going on here. Talk openly, share your feelings, needs, and thoughts honestly and clearly. Listen actively. Give your partner your full attention to understand their perspective. Also, I just realized that I'm number one. You are number one, but I'm not sure what that means in this context. I'm your top fan. Oh, yay. I think that's because you did so much chatting on this particular live stream. It doesn't take much, yay. Thank you. I love that you're number one. Oh, I see. So that's what I didn't really understand what the number one and the number twos meant, the crown things. Now I know. You're one of my top fans. Yay! I'm your top fan too. All right, where was I? I was working on the nails. I think I'm done. Oh, I'm going to work down here on these nails next. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm liking this one. I think this one is it's JPEG worthy. What I do for my lives, I have to create a cover image, a thumbnail image for my lives. So I usually go back to the last time I drew on a live and look and see what I drew and take a photograph of it, and then I use that for my next live. So I think this little iguana here, he's making the cut. I like how he looks. So are you yours? Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, please do. Make sure you subscribed so you can find me again. I mean, that's really the only reason to subscribe, is so it's easier to find people. I really enjoyed your conversation tonight. It was so fun. So many comments from you. Really interesting conversation. Bye. Yay, thanks. Thanks for subbing. Bye-bye. Okay, we got the nails done. All right. And then I think I'm going to go with I think his stripes are going to be black. So we're going to go to this layer and go with a really black. Where's black? Thanks for the loves. Really appreciate all those hearts flying. Oops. You know, my live streams are always fun because I get to draw and share how I feel. But tonight, I have to tell you, it was really extra fun because of the people on here and the comments and the way the conversation went. Like you all make it, like I've heard this for a long time on YouTube, but I've never really had, I've never really understood. I thought like, oh, creators just say that. It's like, oh, they love us. Yeah, 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 yeah. But once you experience it, where people do super duper interact like that, and conversations get going, and then people start talking to each other on here, it like makes it, it's like you're at a party. It's like you go on, you create a YouTube live stream, and then all of a sudden it's like a party. It's amazing. I love it. And it can't happen without you, the viewers. That's my favorite part of YouTube, is that it's so much about what the viewers want. As long as we can get the computer programs to understand and share our stuff. Yeah. Thanks for the emoji. I gotta turn a light on here. It's getting dark where I'm at. So many stripes. They're easy though. Compared to some of the other things that I've drawn, the stripes are pretty easy. got some cleanup to do. Maybe I'll go up to that gray layer right now and do a little cleanup. I just like have to look at this. So that's like a dancing happy face, I think. That's cool. Oh, your sister loves my art? Oh, that's wonderful. Is she watching with you? Oops. Oh, okay. Thank you. What's your sister's name? Or nickname? You can just tell me your nickname. I don't mean to be nosy. Oh, I see what's going on here. I gotta draw it. Sparkles. Okay. That's the nickname, the same as the channel. Oops. Go up to the right layer, Maggie. There we go. I'm doing cleanup. Oh, we got a black dot that just showed up by accident. What layer is that on? There it is. Go back up to the gray layer and finish my cleanup. I think I just saw a comment. Let me look. Oh, I didn't. I don't know what that was. Out of the corner of my eye. Green cherries. Oh, green Charizard. 152. Gosh, hi. I don't know. Did you have another nickname that we added to a drawing? It's nice to see you back. I'll remember you now. Sometimes I have to see people's names a couple times. Thanks for coming by. Oh, so was Zorro Rossi and Zorro. Yeah, you want me to go over there and show you? NP, I don't know what NP means. Hello. Sparkles is saying hello to you. Yes, please. Okay. So we're going to go over and we're going to find Zorro and Rossi. Okay, you might have to help me with Rossi. I think I remember where Zorro is. So you think about where Rossi is while I'm going to Zorro. Here's Zorro. There's Zorro. Found you. You're on the dragon's tail. Yes, Sparkles, the spooky. In this drawing, and in case I hadn't told you this is my fashion drawing across history and across all cultures. And I started adding people's names, my subscribers that want to, or viewers that want to add their name to this drawing. So if you put your nickname in the comments right now, I will add your name and your sister's names. So give me both nicknames if you want me to do that, and I will add you to the drawing. So so Zorro, where's Rossi? Do you remember where I put Rossi? There's Shaw. I just don't remember where I put Rossi. Oh, thanks. You're kind and sweet. Rossi. Where's Rossi? Ronaldo is there. I put Ham over here. Oh, you don't remember. Well, we remembered Zorro. So we'll have to figure it out. Someday there's Josh. I know where I tend to put names. I tend to put them, like there's Stumpy who was by earlier. He went off to bed. Yeah, so Sparkles, I'm adding, if you want me to add your name, you got to tell me. I won't add it without your permission. And it's then forever inside this drawing. Okay, so it says green, Sparkles says okay. Okay, so Sparkles, let's add you to, let me go in here further. I added someone here tonight to this one. Let's add you to Egypt, Sparkles. And let's add Sparkles to I'm going to add you to, we're going to add Sparkles right in the middle of the Eye of Horus. Do I know what Robux is? I don't. I'm going to add Sparkles right now. So let's add this gold color. And I need to have a little bit smaller. Okay, Sparkles. All right, see you later. Bye, Zoro. Or green chair lizard. Bye. Okay, we added Sparkles. Right there. So Sparkles, what you need to, if you want me to ever look this up again, you are in Egypt and you are on the armband with the Eye of Horus. So if you just remember Egypt and the armband, we'll find it again. You're welcome. Okay, back to our iguana. He's looking pretty good. I really think I've got to, I just feel like I've got to add the scales on this whole iguana. And when you look at iguanas, it's almost like they get like squares rather than round, but I don't know if I don't think I have a way to do a square. Everything is round. Line width is at 8, yeah. I'm going to have to stick with but it could be if I do them in regular rows, that will be enough to make it seem different. And we're going to go a little bit darker with that. And I want to go on the back layer here. Yeah, I think that's going to work. It's going to be a lot of dots. Oh well. Number 3, right on. Sparkles the Spooky, you're number 3. That's awesome. I really didn't know what that was when I first saw it. I'm like, why are there crowns behind people's names? It was so funny. It's hard to catch on to what's going on here sometimes on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Me either. Sometimes I'm just I don't always know. I also like if you think about it, like cuz I'm an older creator, a lot of the lingo, I have to like ask people like what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. And they're when they would go TYSM. I'm like, what does TYSM mean? Thank you so much. My old my old self doesn't know the answers to those things. I'm figuring it out though. I hope when you all are my age, you're figuring it out too. We need to go with this darker color now. Oops. Ooh, it's almost like looks like he's got a sweater on. Kind of like it. Man, I love all these love things that I'm getting. So sweet. People are liking the drawing. Thank you so much. I got some thumbs up. I think we'll make a bigger row here. Okay, I see you got to go. Thank you for coming by. It's been so much fun. You all make my life richer and fuller, and I so thank you for that. Let's go with some big green dots here. Yes, it was definitely nice. Great. Good night. Thank you. You can always come back if you can't fall asleep. Yeah, thanks. I need the luck. I want to get the watch hours. I'm going to hit the undo on that one. A lot of dots on this guy. I think I'm going to end up having to do the black again because, and that's okay, because, Kevin liked my reply. Kevin, you are one of my, you're not on my live stream. You're just replying to one of my YouTubes. But Kevin was that viewer that started when I first started, that liked my stuff always, and he'd always encourage me. He was like if you look on my videos, you'll see Kevin is like the one. I've never met Kevin. I just, except for on YouTube. And he's like the one person who always makes a comment on my videos. He's always encouraging me. It's like, oh my gosh, such a nice person. Uh-oh, what am I going to do here? I accidentally, okay, let's do this. One step at a time, Maggie. Color it all green. Redo the dots. Get the right size. There, fixed. I love seeing the little love buttons. So great. Thanks so much. Got some cleanup to do here. Well, I'll get to it. We'll just keep going with the dots for now. Got some loves there. I wonder, is that because I showed the whole Zoom drawing? I didn't show the whole thing. I just showed a little bit. I'm hearing some kind of like, uh-oh, I better plug this in. Oh, I'm getting low on both of my batteries. I've been here so long. Let's do a little plug-in. I hear like, I can't tell if I'm hearing the scritching of like a creature, like a mouse creature, or if it's my neighbors on the other side of the wall. I think it's my neighbors. I did have a mouse, but I caught the mouse in, I basically had how did I catch the mouse? So The mouse, I could hear the mouse. I'd known the mouse was around. The mouse had left a few signs. And I could hear the mouse scritching one night. And it actually made kind of a ruckus. And I went over and figured out it was in my pots and pans drawer, which is a really deep drawer. And so I got a piece of tin foil because that was handy, and a really big mouthed jar. And I basically chased the mouse. The mouse couldn't get out of the drawer. It was too deep. It like got in there, but then couldn't get out. And so I chased the mouse into this big mouthed jar. And then I put like a stiff piece of cardboard over the top of the jar. And I took the mouse outside, and it worked. He was basically gone then. He never came back. I mean, he was so scared though. When I caught him, he thought he was going to die. Poor thing. I felt kind of bad for him. But I'm like, dude, don't come in my house, you know? And I did talk to him, and I told him, you got to move out. We cannot live together. When I heard him scratching, and he didn't move out. So I caught him with that big mouth jar. And then, I could tell how scared he was. It was so obvious. He was so scared. He was making a mess inside the jar, poo-pooing, and which is what animals do when they're super scared. And I'm like, you're going to be fine. You've got fur. It's not that cold out. And I took him out and put him out underneath a bush by the dumpster out in the parking lot. So that was, that's my story about the mouse. Okay, let's go pretty small here. Let's do a divider on the leg. I is for impala, iguana, inchworm, what's not drawn, and scarlet ibis, which is also not drawn yet. I need a break. H is for hedgehog, heron, humpback whale. G is for giraffe, goat, goose, guitar. F is for fox and fairy and frog and flowers. E is for elephant, earring, eye, eggs. D is for this incredibly sweet donkey in a field of dandelions. And there's some deer over here in front of a pond with a duck. Cat, cactus, cloud, clock. This will be a book someday. Bear, banana. Blackbird, boat, bubbles. Alligator, apple, axolotl. I think that's where I'm going to end tonight, folks. I want to thank everybody for coming on here. I am getting a little bit too tired to draw anymore, but I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. If you want to find me again, because I basically, when I come on here for lives, I am drawing and creating. Sometimes I'm teaching a lesson. Sometimes I'm just going through my YouTube channel and showing you what I've built lately or what I've drawn lately and turned into shorts. So if you want to find me again, hit the subscribe button, because I've found that people will come on live and they'll find me again and they're like, oh, I've been looking for you forever and I couldn't find you. So if you hit the subscribe, I think we have a better chance of connecting to each other. So I just want to say thanks to anybody who came on here. I'll publish this for later. If anyone wants to sit through a live again, they're welcome to. Anyway, it's been so much fun tonight. I had so many people come on here and share their thoughts and their wisdom with me. And I really, really enjoy that when it happens. It's like golden for YouTube content creators to have people interact. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Bye-bye.